Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, you may take your seats. The Most Reverend Zacchaeus Okoth, founder of Uzima University, the Chancellor and faculty, distinguished guests, parents and guardians, our dear esteemed graduates, ladies and gentlemen, it is my singular honor to address this fifth congregation and graduation ceremony of Uzima University, an institution that is steadily distinguished itself as a bold and emerging force in Kenya's higher education landscape, shaping both minds and hands through cutting-edge medical training in the service of humanity. From its approval 15 years ago to its opening in 2012, with 3 pioneering programs, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, Nursing, and Microbiology, through the introduction of clinical medicine, the granting of letter of interim authority, and the crowning achievement of a full university charter last year, Uzima University has deliberately carved out its place in medical training and stands ready to leave an indelible mark. Ladies and gentlemen, I am deeply impressed by the ambition of Uzima University. It proves that the greatness of an institution is measured not by its age, not by its size, but by the scale of its ambition, not by what it promises, but what it delivers. Uzima University may be young, it may be small, but its impact is phenomenal. I know there would have been one person who would have taken great pride in attending this graduation ceremony when this university is now a fully chartered university. That is my elder brother, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. And I say so because when the Archbishop Emeritus, Zacchaeus Okoth, was canvassing for the issuance of charter, he sent the Right Honorable Prime Minister to me. And we had a conversation with him. And he told me the history he has had with this great institution from the humble beginning of a fundraising here in Kisumu. And he told me, Mr. President, Zacchaeus Okoth is a great leader, great spiritual leader, and also a champion of education. He is advanced in age, and it is good that we award the university charter before Zacchaeus goes on the long journey. And it was quite a moment, and I'm telling you what we discussed. And therefore he asked me, please prevail on the Commission for University Education to expedite the issuance of charter to this university. We did what was necessary, and the issuance of charter was not undertaken because of the reverence we have for Zacchaeus, but because this university met the conditions necessary for issuance of charter. And so he was present when the issuance of charter was undertaken. And the late Honorable Prime Minister told me, if anything happens to Zacchaeus, I know he will be happy that finally the university is founded, is now a fully fledged university, chartered under the laws of Kenya. Little did we know that in fact, it is our elder brother, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, that would not be here today. But in him, we have his fruits here. What has been accomplished in this university has the fingerprints of the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. And we are truly grateful to him for the contribution he made to what this university is today. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to illustrate. Uzima's global partnerships are fast becoming a launch pad for excellence. The Uzima Global Campus now serves as a working bridge between the global north and the global south, bringing world-class expertise directly to Kenya, and particularly to Kisumu. Today, we are honored by visiting medical trainers from leading institutions such as Johns Hopkins University, Harvard University, and the University of Oxford, who have delivered hands-on clinical training, transferring not only knowledge, but also the latest life-saving skills in modern healthcare. Through international exchange programs, students and faculty are strengthening healthcare capacity and professional excellence. Specialist collaborations are expanding neurosurgical care and demonstrating the power of diaspora expertise working hand in hand with local talent. And now, through a major global research partnership, Uzima stands at the threshold of establishing a world-class oncology and hematology research center, a clinical trials hub, and a training ground for the next generation of cancer specialists. And I want to congratulate this university. You're making the right steps in the right direction. Taken together, these initiatives complete the picture of a university setting its sights on excellence, on relevance, and on serving society. That same level of ambition is one we must embrace and cultivate consistently, both as a people and also as a nation. I speak about raising ambition and about raising the bar with special conviction, because it is a cause I deeply believe in and have relentlessly championed. A nation rises only as high as the level of its ambition. For far too long, we settled for the bare minimum. Too often, when faced with choices requiring short-term sacrifices for long-term prosperity, we chose comfort over courage, content to go along simply to get along. That is why affordable housing remains a promise deferred. That is why universal health coverage remained out of reach for many. That is why our savings were paltry compared to neighbors with smaller economies. That is why many of our universities drifted towards insolvency, funded in promise, but not in reality. But that is not the situation anymore. That era of average, of making peace with mediocrity, is well and truly behind us. Today, universal health coverage is a lived reality, with more than 29 million Kenyans registered under the Social Health Authority. And my PS for Health is right here to confirm the statistics. Across the country, over 240 affordable housing units are at various stages of completion, restoring dignity and creating jobs. In fact, after this function, I will be launching such affordable housing program right here in Kisumu. In 30 months, we have more than doubled what we had saved in 60 years through NSSF. I mean, in the last 2.5 years, we have raised the level of our savings, Social Security savings for that matter, from 312 billion saved in 60 years to now 670 billion by this month. Through the new student funding model, university support is now anchored on merit and need, restoring fairness and sustainability to higher education. These reforms matter because they shape the country you, our graduates, are now stepping forward to serve and to strengthen. Allow me to choose my closing remarks with a personal reflection. Like many of you, I was not born into privilege. I did not come from a famous family. I did not inherit health or advantage. What I received from my parents was far more enduring. Faith in God, belief in myself, and the discipline of hard work. Faith gave me purpose. Self-belief shaped my response to challenges. Hard work opened doors that once seemed firmly shut. Here is the great equalizer of life. Whether born rich or poor, known or unknown, connected or unacknowledged, these three gifts remain available to all for free. Faith, self-belief, hard work. They cannot be bought. They cannot be patented. They are not reserved for the chosen few, even though few choose them. With faith, self-belief, and hard work, your starting point does not define your destination. Your background does not limit your future. Your present circumstances do not dictate your final story. So, graduates, go forth and become practical dreamers, men and women who dream at night. The spirit this university has planted in you. May your purpose be clear, your courage steady, and your effort tireless and rewarding. Congratulations to all of you. my very, very best wishes as you step out to serve this nation, and may God bless you. I thank you.